Hello, everyone. This is Pastor Tommy McMurtry from Liberty Baptist. Just wanted to let everyone know about the highlights from the trip to Ireland. So, just got back last night and glad to be back home. We had a great time over there. It was a very successful event, wonderful experience. I will never forget. And just wanted to share everyone the details. So, we had 56 people that came out to this event. They came from several different countries. Really appreciate everyone who came and participated in this. I appreciate Brother Stewart. He kind of did the groundwork for this event. He set everything up, made everything happen, and really did a great job. And he had a lot working against him. A lot of people don't know the event where they were going to have it ended up canceling on them. That's kind of a long story. They did some sneaky stuff there to try to get out of it after they heard about all the bad press. So he had to kind of scramble there last minute, making it very difficult, but he got it done. And we had the event at a very nice place. Went very well, real good turnout. Most of those people who came ended up going out souling with us. We had a great time out souling, 19 people saved. And I personally didn't see anyone saved, but I did really enjoy just going out there, talking to people. Now, I will say, the people in Ireland, they are a very friendly people. They're very polite people, but they, for the most part, are not interested in the gospel. I received some of the most polite shutdowns I've ever received in my life. And once they heard you're a Baptist, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested. I'm Catholic, and they didn't want to hear what I had to say. But there were a couple that let me talk with them, and but just they had a tough time understanding a free gift. They kept thinking you had to work for it. And so it was, but there were people who were willing to listen, who were ready, and a lot of real good soul winners that are out there. A lot of the people that came from different countries got to hear some of their testimonies. They go out soul winning every week, and many of them are seeing people saved every week. They're very faithful to that, even though they don't have churches backing them up a lot of times. They're being faithful. They're doing it because it's what the Lord wants them to do there, and that was very encouraging. I was convicted by a lot of what I saw from these people. I was challenged. I was motivated. And so pray for all these Christians that are over in Europe and in Ireland, that the Lord will bless them with good churches and more salvations and more good fellowship. They really need it, and I'm just very thankful for them. And I'm so glad I was able to go over and be a part of this. I appreciate Pastor Anderson letting me fill in for him since he was not able to go. And I just want to say that while I saw a lot of really good things about Ireland as far culturally, they seem to have a stronger family structure than we do here in the States. Their young men seem more masculine than ours do. You didn't really see a lot of the metrosexual, just queer looking types. Didn't see as much of that out there. I think a lot of it has to do with, I think most of the schools have them wear uniforms, they have dress codes and things like that. A lot of the Catholic tradition, I think, has helped them have a stronger family structure because they've always been against divorce and abortion and things like that. But unfortunately, they're losing all of that, and they're losing it rapidly. So while I, thought it's in some ways it seemed better than the United States, people over there were saying it's changing a lot for the worse, and I believe it based on some of the laws they passed recently. It used to take 2 years to get a divorce. Now you can get it just like that, like in the United States. Abortion is now legal, which wasn't before. Queer marriage is now legal. So the government is doing everything they can to destroy the culture over there. And the people are just sitting back and watching it happen. And they don't even care. I mean, and they need to be woke up over there. And I'd like to think that this event with Pastor Anderson being the first person ever banned from Ireland would wake them up. But most of those people over there, they've been so brainwashed by the news media that you need to be supportive of the homos and everything. They don't even realize that while they were trying to just be supportive of queers and trying not to be haters, they basically told their government that they want them to tell them who they can and can't listen to. And I mean, I forgot how many countries in that Schengen area or whatever it's called, that, I mean, just a few people decided for a whole bunch of countries, who they can and can't listen to. And the people over there were so dumb that they are applauding this decision not even realizing what they have done to themselves. And the leaders over there have got to just be laughing behind closed doors. They didn't have to pass any legislation. They didn't have to do anything. They took away more of their freedom and they look good for it. That's how asleep the people are over there. And I pray that this thing here wakes them up to the truth. I hope more people over there, and I know more people over there, are now listening to Pastor Anderson. And I believe it's going to make a difference for the good. But their government is literally destroying their country, and they need a lot of prayer. But I appreciate those who are doing the right thing, and some real good people over there. And I want to thank Brother Clive, Miss Fiona. They let me stay with them. They drove me everywhere. I'm glad I didn't have to drive in Ireland. I was confused by the roads and everything over there. I probably would have had a wreck and got killed if I would have driven over there, but I didn't have to. But it was great. I just enjoyed the fellowship so much. Wonderful people over there, and it was a blessing too. After this, our second service, because we had to switch hotels, this hotel didn't have a pool, so we had to go out to the Irish Sea for baptisms, and we baptized 11 people. They were determined to get baptized, and so I told them, if you're willing to go out in that cold water, I'll do it too. And that water was cold. I tried to do those baptisms as fast as I could because it was cold. I told them, if you'll go in all the way, I'll go in halfway. Thankfully, I didn't have to go under, but they did. They toughed it out. They were obedient to the Lord, and it was just it was a great time. Scott, the whole thing was a great time. I love the people out there, and I'm praying for them. And those of you out there in some of those countries where it's difficult, man, keep on staying faithful. I believe God's going to bless you for it. I'll be uploading my messages later that I preach there that I were just really meant to be an encouragement to them. I hope you'll listen to those. If anything, I'll just say I was encouraged by that. I was motivated. They did a lot for me while I was over there, and I appreciate that very much. I appreciate their example. And so anyway, the rest of this video, if you want to just watch some pictures and videos from the trip, and just watch them and enjoy. So God bless.
Trying to get used to it.
Well,
thank you. It's the fastest I've done it. I don't normally do it that fast, but I felt bad for that. It's cold.
Yeah, about 10 minutes.
What's that? Oh, yeah? I appreciate your all's obedience to the Lord. That's good. Figure if they can get in all the way, I can get in halfway.
It's not a holiday without a dip in the sea, though, is it?